Standing in a river up to my waist, trying to flick a line. Standing in a river up to my waist, and I'm trying to flick that fly, trying to catch a fish. Fish got away, trying to catch a meal, put on my plate. Standing in a river up to my waist, trying to flick that fly. Standing in a river up to my waist, and I'm trying to flick a line. Standing in a river up to my waist, and I'm trying to flick that fly, trying to catch a fish. Any fool can see, trying to catch a fish made a fool out of me. I'm standing in a river up to my waist, trying to flick that fly. After finally climbing into the hammock, I'm now trying to find out how to get comfortable and how to position myself so that I can actually sleep in this thing. And I've got to balance myself on finding in the centre of the hammock widthways. Otherwise there is a real danger of rolling into the net or on the other hand out onto the floor. But I think it's a work in progress, learning how to sleep inside a hammock. But I think I've finally got myself in the right position. There I am in my hammock in the dark woods, deep in the dark woods. Doing my first stealth camp in a hammock. Never slept in one before. I've set it up, got a tarp over the top because it says it's gonna rain tonight, so I'm all set up, ready, just in case it rains. Got planes flying in overhead and some lunatics in cars that have been messed around with, so they're coughing and spluttering and farting down the road, probably doing about 30 miles an hour. Make more noise than they do speed. I don't know why they do it. Any road. I'm gonna get some shut eye in a minute, but I just wanted to share with you some thoughts that I've had, because about a quarter of a mile in my left direction is an homeless couple who's living in a tent, and I feel a bit of an imposter, a sham really, because I'm only doing this for my own enjoyment. Them poor buggers have got nowhere to live, and they're having to do this every night. And it just makes you think there's a great lady in Ashton-under-Lyne that runs the station pub, and her name is Pauline Town, and she's just been awarded an MBE for all the great work she does with the homeless. Now, she feeds them, she collects money for them under the umbrella of the We Shall Overcome movement, which helps homeless people to get going and to get back on their feet again. And she's put loads and loads of people into flats. So this is just a shout out for Pauline. So I'm going to take a minute to think about the homeless people as I drift off to sleep, and I'll see you in the morning.
Well, good morning, people. So, that was my first camp, sleeping in a hammock. And it wasn't too bad. I'm a side sleeper, really, so I wonder whether I'd actually be able to shuffle about onto my side. And I managed to get comfortable. And I was expecting rain, but it didn't come. But I'm in my sleeping bag. This is me British Army modular system sleeping bag. This is a summer bag, which goes with an autumn bag to make an all 4-season system. I used my jacket as a pillow, which worked well because I did have a pillows, a stuff sack, fleece stuff sack that I put the pillow in, but it was just too much, so I just folded it flat behind me, and it worked well, and I could pull it over my head. The temperature isn't too bad. It's a slight chill in the air. As I say, rain was expected and forecasted, but never came. But I'm not too far from home, so I'm not going to cook anything. I'll make a brew. I'm just going to pack up and head off home and have breakfast at home. It's 7:26, so I got in bed. I got in hammock for around about 11 o'clock. So I've had a fairly good night's sleep. It's not been too bad. Woke up once in the night for a Jimmy Riddle, and I actually started sleeping without the sleeping bag, because it was quite warm. But I ended up, I had to pull out the sleeping bag and put that on. So I'll pack up and then off home. Standing in a river up to my waist, trying to flick a line. Standing in a river up to my waist, and I'm trying to flick that fly, trying to catch a fish. Fish got away, trying to catch a meal, put on my plate. Standing in a river up to my waist, trying to flick that fly. Standing in a river up to my waist, and I'm trying to flick a line. Standing in a river up to my waist, and I'm trying to flick that fly, trying to catch a fish. Any fool can see, trying to catch a fish made a fool out of me. I'm standing in a river up to my waist, trying to flick that fly. Standing in a river up to my waist, and I'm trying to flick a line. Standing in a river up to my waist, and I'm trying to flick that fly. I can see that fish, he's swimming free, and I can see that fish, well, he's laughing at me. I'm standing in a river up to my waist, trying trying to flick that fly. I'm standing in the river up to my waist and I'm starting to feel the cold. I'm standing in the river up to my waist, my bones are getting old. They're gonna leave that fish for another day in the beautiful river where he can't stay. I'm standing in the river up to my waist, trying to flick that fly. Standing in the river up to my waist and I'm trying to flick that line. Standing in the river up to my waist and I'm trying to flick that fly. Trying to catch a fish, any fool can see. I'm trying to catch a fish, he made a fool out of me. I'm standing in the river up to my waist, I think that I'll go home.